Hey guys, it's Dude here with Misaki, and welcome to Tsukihime Plus-Disc. This is apparently some bonus story that was released sometime after the original game. Not entirely sure what it entails, but it's apparently short enough that we can do the whole thing in one stream today. So let's get started. Alliance of Illusionary Eyes. The site story contains material related to the main storyline of Tsukihime. Please take a breather and read this story after reaching one of the endings. Yep, we already played the whole game. Also, sorry about that border you're seeing on the stream there. There's nothing I can do about that. At least not easily. With a slashing sound, Shiki-san's knife goes through his opponent's dominant arm. Oh wait, no, that would be Hisui then? Or...
Maybe. It's over. With that, he just falls to the ground. Shiki-san lets out a sigh of relief.
Well, I said the Kohaku, not Hisui. Oh.
No killer lies motionless on the ground. But he's not dead. I can tell that he's only unconscious. I couldn't tell since he was so far away, but it seems Shiki-san tackled the killer at the same time he cut the killer's arm. I'm surprised at how similar this is to events in comic books.
Huh?
But something is strange. The killer's arm lying on the ground is without a scratch. It's not even bleeding. Yet the killer is unconscious. I'm surprised all the more.
Akira? Who's Akira?
Yeah, who's that?
Akira-chan?
Putting away his knife,
Unless that's a
Shiki-san puts
typo
out
and
his
it's
hand to me
Akiha, but...
as I'm on the ground.
Hmm.
Oh, excuse me. I take his hand and stand back up. Still shocked from what just happened, my legs are a little weak. I can't stand up straight, so I grab onto Shiki-san's arm. Man, this is so embarrassing. Uh, um, uh... I can't speak clearly right now, so I shake my head. I want to say I'm alright. I don't want to see the man on the ground. I'm confused since I never hugged a man before, but everything in my head is pure chaos.
Alright, well, we at least know it's probably a girl. Yeah, shall we go somewhere else?
He must have guessed what I wanted to say, as he starts to walk with my hand in his. When he reaches the school gate, he turns around.
It must have been terrible for you.
He smiles as if it was nothing at all. Oh. At that instant, the deep chills running through me disappear, and I suddenly feel like crying. It's because Shiki-san is acting so calm. He's amazing. All he said were those words. But they make me feel like everything that happened was just a dream. It makes me feel so stupid for trembling in fear earlier. So, we end up going to eat together. When I first got treated, I was treated to a good strawberry pie. I imagine it'll be something not quite as good this time, but I guess it can't be helped. It all started 3 days ago. I got to know Tonoshiki-san because Seo Akira, was greeted by a stranger.
Short story, Alliance of Illusionary Eyes. First day, 1.
So it is a new person. The town slowly changes as we draw closer to the end of December. It doesn't change the fact that it's loud here, but it gets much more gorgeous, and at the same time shows the gloominess that everyone is drawing to an end, or that everything is drawing to an end. The town after the 25th of December is full of contradiction, rowdy yet lonely. Christmas has ended, we wait for New Year. 5 days of relaxation before both an end and a beginning. I was walking around with nothing to do. I came to this town, which is a station away from the town I live in, because I wanted to be alone. It all started a few days ago.
Wait, a few days ago from the few days ago that we're at? Like,
I know, right? A flashback within a flashback. My eyes were special to begin with, but I saw something especially strange about a month ago.
so this person has their own mystic eyes.
It was an outrageous, completely unrealistic spectacle. There, with a knife in my hand, I was dismantling things that looked like people.
Wait, is this Shiki? Or
I don't know what meaning that vision had, but since then, I haven't been able to laugh naturally. I only go along with everyone else. I laugh even when I don't want to. It's simple. I just can't laugh naturally anymore. Jeez, I should already be used to strange things. But that vision changed something. I guess you can say it was dramatic how much the world changed for me in just the past few days. I certainly don't hear good rumors about the Tonal Mansion, but I walk through the town while I murmur to myself. I never had a purpose in the first place. I was only walking aimlessly through town to calm my mind. You shouldn't commit murder. Then
no.
I hear someone behind me yell something terrible. What? Many people, including me, turn around. There is a girl who looks like a middle schooler standing there with her shoulders shaking. I don't know who you are, but you shouldn't do such a thing. It seems the girl is yelling at everyone that's walking by. Hey, what's that about? What? You know her? It's the end of the year. A lot of people pop up around this time. The people just stare coldly at her and keep walking. Oh, hold on. You really shouldn't do it, okay? The girl keeps shouting while standing amidst the wave of the people. She must not mind looking weird as she continues to yell those strange things. I guess this is some sort of fate.
No, this is
I
Tsukihime.
work out. Yeah, I work out what I'll say to her as I walk towards her. Call out to the girl and bring her to a less crowded place. Um, the girl is looking at me uneasily. She has short black hair. For a brief moment, she even looks like a boy. She wears plain, simple clothes, and a pretty scarf is wrapped around her neck. It's probably because the scarf is fox-colored, but I get this impression that she looks like a small fox. Well, let me correct myself. I said she must not mind looking weird. Doesn't seem to be the case. Her face is apple red and her body is still shaking from nervousness. She has timid, hesitant eyes, and her petite frame is reminiscent of a small animal. I can't even imagine that she has the guts to start shouting in the middle of town. Um, after saying that line again, are you the one who's going to commit murder? Her question is full of depth. I have to say I'm interested now. I decided to go somewhere else to hear her out.
Do we know for sure who's talking right now? Because is this Akira? Like, I feel like we might have changed narrators at some point.
Um, my school doesn't allow me to go to places like this. She looks around while speaking hesitantly. She really does seem like a small fox. Since your guardian is with you, don't worry about it. Don't just don't just stand there. Have a seat. She gives me a reserved response and sits down. The strawberry pie here is really great. But
Oh,
it's
oh, there it
embarrassing.
is. It
Oh,
was Shiki,
yep.
probably.
Man, it's so confusing when you can't see them.
Yeah. The strawberry pie here is really great, but it's embarrassing for a guy to order pie for himself, right? I was always thinking about coming here with a girl and having some pie. I just keep talking to the silent girl. I'm not expecting any reply. I'm just talking because I want to. I'll pay the bill. If you have something you want to eat, go right ahead and order it. But man, you're not allowed to go into a cafe? Where do you go to school? Girl only hangs her head and looks at me uneasily. Sheesh. Getting her to talk is like pulling teeth. Well, you won't mind having the same thing as me? I like tea, so I shouldn't order something that won't fit your taste. I flag down the waitress and order 2 huge strawberry pies, 2 lemon teas, a specialty torte that caught my eye when I walked in the store, and a raspberry cheesecake. Then, she stops hiding her face with the menu and looks at me. She looks like she wants something. I see. It's not something to boast about, but I'm good at reading silent requests. Oh, hold on. Can you make that 2 cheesecakes? Waitress says it's fine and goes back. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait. Who's... The... I was tracking who's talking now. Here we go again. Oh, you like the cheesecake?
Yes, I like raspberries.
She said it pretty clearly. Well, time to get myself together and get to the main topic. Let me ask you, what were you all about earlier? What was all that about earlier? You don't look like you do something like that even as a prank.
You're right. I'm not good at joking.
I thought so. It wasn't a funny joke.
Uh, it's not?
No, it's not a pleasant topic. And first of all, your eyes look too serious. I don't know why, but you were serious. If anybody could point at you and laugh, that'd be a bad joke too. She stares at me. It seems she's trying to figure out if I'm to be trusted or not. The silence continues. After the strawberry pie arrives, I cut it in half and eat a piece. Crispy crust with the general strawberry sweetness. It sure is as good as advertised.
Um,
What? I stop my fork and look back at her.
I can actually...
Yeah, I know. You want to say you can see the future, right?
Huh?
She gasps. Well, I only said what popped into my mind, but I guess it was right. Well, can you at least tell me your name? No, no, oh. Oh, my name's Tonoshiki.
Oh, yes. My name is Seo Akira.
Okay. She must have... She must be really shocked that I guessed correctly. The girl, Seo Akira, is blushing as she answers. First day 2.
Is
What
that
if...
Shiki?
Uh, Possibly. I'm not used. I'm used to his more updated look. I guess that's him. He looks kind of different from how he does in Melty Blood. You want to say you can see the future, right? Oh no. No. Wait, what?
You want to say you can see the future, right? The man I met for the first time, I guess his name is Tonoshiki, said that as if it was the most natural thing in the world.
Okay, so I guess that'll make it easier going forward. Whoever we're looking at is who's not talking.
How did you know? I timidly look at Tono-san. Tono-san makes a friendly face.
Just because I'm used to things like that.
His voice is very kind. I don't know if I should put it I don't know if I should put it this way, but my first impression of him is like he's a cute puppy. Things like that.
Yeah, but, well, I guess this is the first time someone asked me if I'm going to commit murder. That really surprised me.
He laughs. Is it because of his glasses with black rims? He's like a small boy when he laughs. It calms me down. Oh, that suddenly embarrasses me. He didn't come to talk to me because he was just interested in me, nor was he trying to pick me up. Um, were you surprised? He shows no malice as he nods. I'm sorry. I didn't know who it was, so I thought you might be the one, Tono-san. Huh? Something bugs me as I say Tono-san. I wonder what it is.
You don't have to apologize, but I invited you here because I wanted to know what made you say that. Can I call you Akira-chan?
I nod quietly. I feel a little happy, but also a little embarrassed. It's the first time that a man other than my dad called me that. Um, I'll go right back to the point since we don't have much time. Please don't laugh. Oh, it'll let me finish the story faster.
Okay, being concise is good.
Okay, as you said, there are times when I can see people's future, or more like an event that will happen soon. It only happens once in a while, but I'll get real dizzy and can't even open my eyes. And then a vision enters my head, but I won't be able to recall it, so I just end up knowing it.
So that means you can't reply in your mind, replay in your mind what you saw, but you know all the details, huh? I don't know. I don't know since I'm no expert, but is it because the future isn't as determined as the past? The information as individual parts are all there, but it must mean that the whole picture is yet to be determined.
Tono-san drinks a tea while he thinks to himself with a difficult expression on his face.
I think Akira, or at least a counterpart to her, appeared in Garden of Sinners.
Ooh,
I remember someone who could see the future in that way.
when I heard of future while sleeping, I'm like, hey, is it you, Himiko? Huh? What, what kind of a person is he? That's not a normal reaction. Normally, people would laugh. This is too weird. Looking at me kindly is just too weird. You believe me?
Nobody would make up a lie like that, right? It's too risky to lie about being able to see the future.
What a direct answer. I see. Now that you mention it, you're right. Nobody would lie about that. Tono-san nods in agreement. I'm I guess it's meaningless to be so suspicious of him. So,
So, what do you do when something like that happens? Seeing the future is much more useful than seeing the past. Does anything good come of it?
the weird Tono-san asked me a weird question. What?
What I'm asking is this. Let's say you see a future where your friend's going to get hurt. Would you try to help that friend?
Yes, I was able to do so several times before. They usually say, I'm just butting in, but the future result can be changed with hard work.
Tono-san look... Oh,
Ton- yeah, Tono-san looks surprised, but it seems he understands.
yeah, you're a good girl, Akira-chan.
My heart jumps. Tono-san's smile is kind, but it actually looks really...
But I see. Seeing the future sure is useful. I thought the future couldn't be changed no matter what. It's just like the cat in the box. If you determine that it's dead, the cat has to die.
You're right. I thought so at first. But I grew to realize that it's different. I think I'm not seeing the person's future, but I might be seeing their past. After tilting his head in wonder, Tono-san nods in comprehension.
Oh, you must be smart, right? I bet you're good at science.
That's not true. I'm not good at memorizing.
Really? That's strange. That must mean you're using your capacity on something else. The background of people, well, I guess you could call it their history or memory, but seeing that means you're seeing the past, right? It's the same in your case, but you take it a step further. You calculate from the past that you read and literally predict the future. That's why you can change the future you see, unlike normal futures others see. That's amazing. You're different from a failure like me.
Yes, I think that's probably true. After I say that, I realize I'm watching Tono-san absentmindedly. It is surprising after all. This person just guessed what I haven't been able to figure out for about a year. So,
Oh, so that's why you were shouting things back then. That was too thoughtless.
Tono-san stabs the cheesecake with his fork and takes the whole piece into his mouth.
You saw someone's future when you were in the crowd. Future you saw went against human morals, and it was something you couldn't ignore. There were too many people, so you couldn't figure out whose future is what you saw. You called out in spite of your embarrassment, but none of the cold-hearted people listened to you. That's your story, right?
That's right, but you're wrong. You listen to me.
Well, I don't count since I'm a curious guy. But I wanted to talk about the person who you saw the future of. Either way, I bet that person won't let you be.
His expression changes from kind to scary. What do you mean by either way?
I mean, even if the person has committed it or not, has yet to even if the person has committed it or has yet to commit it.
My heart jumps again. Tono-san knows. He knows what I saw and what it will bring upon me.
Right? You said you shouldn't. You said you shouldn't commit murder. It's not worth listening to for a normal person, but it's not something you can ignore for someone who has or is about to do such a thing. If that person was about to do such a thing, I'm sure that person would be after you right now.
I quickly look around the cafe. Wait, I wouldn't be able to figure it out if someone followed me here.
And I think it's bad even if this person has yet to kill someone. That performance by you is not something that is easily forgettable. I don't think you need to worry, but we have to keep in mind what kind of person this is, right? There's a possibility the person will remember you after killing someone and then come searching for you.
His voice is now cold. I'm sure he's mad at my thoughtlessness. Um, I... I...
You weren't thinking about that?
I... I did think about it, but what I saw was so ugly that...
So you were more concerned about the people that might get killed instead of yourself, huh? Geez, that kind of thing is my weak spot.
Tono-san looks up at the ceiling. Tono-san. I'm shaking from hearing the word killed coming from Tono-san's mouth. I'm a coward. A vision of death is a rather common thing to be seeing in people's future.
I guess it can't be helped. I want to help you. I won't be a bother, right?
Huh? Help me?
Don't act dumb. You're going to search for this killer by yourself, right?
He's amazing. This person looks calm, but he's actually really scary. I was totally wrong to call him a cute dog. I bet he's a wolf when he takes off his glasses. I love that, but it's impossible. It's impossible for normal people to look for someone they don't even know the face of.
I'm not a normal person. They're not as special as yours, but I also have special eyes. And since they're weak, I can control their ability. I think they are suitable for searching for people.
No way. You can see the future as well?
I'm pretty sure Shiki's eyes are actually considered to be among the rarest of all mystic eyes.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Hey now, I just told you, people don't lie about things like that. Well, my eyes aren't that concrete as yours.
Tono-san taps his glasses with his finger. I see. That must be why he listened to me and believed what I said. If that's the case, he's certainly reliable and might be able to find this someone. When I see the future, it's usually one day into the future. I've already given up somewhat, but if Tono-san helps me, I might be able to change the future.
Then it's decided. I have a request. Will you call me Shiki-san? I told you my name, so please call me by my first name.
Oh, okay. If you say so, Shiki-san. When I say Shiki-san, I finally realize what's been bugging me. Could you be the older brother of Tono-senpai?
Huh?
He looks really surprised as he slumps his shoulders.
Hold on. Tono-senpai?
Shiki-san watches me in bewilderment.
Then are you a student at the Asagami Academy?
Yes, I'm in my second year of middle school. Tono-senpai has helped me out on a lot of things.
Well, but Tono Akia is in high school. You're in middle school, right?
Yes, but the middle school and the high school at our school aren't that separated. Tono-senpai and I are both in the student council, so we always see each other at the meetings. Shiki-san covers his face with his hands. He stays quiet for a while.
Oh, Um,
Yes?
can you please keep this a secret from Akiha? Um, that I talk to you like this. I don't know what she'll do to me if she found out I picked up a girl in town.
Shiki-san sounds really troubled. I'm fine with that. But do you find Tono-senpai so hard to deal with? The question that just popped in my head kind of slipped out.
Well, not really.
Shiki-san gives a vague answer.
Oh, would you like this tort? You like raspberry, right?
I like how he's changing the subject with food.
Yeah.
He hands me the plate as if bribing me.
So, what was this future that you saw?
Huh? That's...
Oh, you can keep eating. I like how you eat without without reserve.
Oh, I'm not that vulgar.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wipe my mouth with a napkin and stare into his eyes. What I saw were bits and pieces. I saw a few people in pools of blood and someone with a scary face who was holding a knife. It was dark, so there's nothing to help me identify the locations. But I only saw one person at the time, so I don't think they get killed same place.
One person at a time, huh? So how many times were there total?
There were three. The first is a girl about my age. She's tanned with dyed hair that's about this long.
Shiki-san. Oh,
Shiki-san silently asks me to continue. The second person is in his 30s. I think he's a bit shorter than you. He's chubby and he has a kind-looking face. He's wearing distinctive clothing, yellow overalls.
oh, that's distinctive. There are only two places around here that have yellow overalls as their work uniform.
Shiki-san
Shiki-san. Oh,
answers and then continues to ask for more information about this man.
after 20 streams, I'm so used to just doing the narration myself. Not used to being from a girl's perspective.
No, right?
Yeah.
He asks me his features, my impression of him, and even how he was killed.
I see. I don't think I have enough clues, but it'll be worthwhile to go look for him.
Huh? You're going to go look for the second victim?
Yeah, it's more practical to search for someone that's going to get attacked rather than the killer we know nothing about.
That's true, but
Alright, tell me what the third person looks like. You should tell me while the memory is vivid.
despite what Shiki-san says, my memory won't fade no matter how much time passes. As I can only remember it in words, the information isn't going to fade. Well, I don't know if that's the reason or not, but I don't find visuals too interesting. In my case, I fall for sounds. My heart even jumps. The salesman over the phone has a good voice. Well, back to the main subject. The third person is a woman, but she doesn't have many special features. I only know that she had long hair.
That's troubling. I can't search for her in that case. She.
Shiki-san ponders with a difficult expression.
Well, I guess it does no good to think too much. So, how was this person killed?
The same as before. Her limbs are cut off. In her case, she was missing both her hands.
The first person is only in a pool of blood. The second person is missing an arm and a leg, and the third person's missing both their hands, huh? This guy must be carrying a dangerous weapon. It'd be hard to cut apart a human being unless he had a saw or something. Then he can't just be a random killer. The killer has to slowly dismantle the body in a place where people can't see.
Shiki-san murmurs something dangerous and entirely unsuited for his kind-looking face.
Excuse me. So, who's this guy you saw last? He said he had a knife, but he's not dead?
No, he was just holding a knife. But he seemed scary. He's like the killer you'd seen in a movie.
Wow, I wonder who he may be. So what does he look like?
I looked down after looking at him. I can't say it. I think the guy with the knife looked like Shiki-san. But the guy with the knife didn't have his glasses on, and I'm sure he's younger than Shiki-san. I don't remember very well, but I think he may be the killer.
What? So the killer saw himself in the mirror after he killed those people?
I can't see ordinary things like that. I only see unusual things, and all the people involved. I'm not an involved person, but just an observer.
I see. That's good. Oh wait, it's not. You don't remember what he looks like, right?
I shake my head. Shiki sighs with relief.
I guess we just have to just keep searching. I'm gonna go search for the second person now. You should... think you shouldn't do anything. This is a guy that's going to be a killer. He might be already following you and watching you.
I look around once again. Even so, there's no way I can identify the killer.
It's dangerous for a girl to walk alone. Let me handle the search, and you can just think about the future that you saw.
But isn't it dangerous for you as well?
It's not. Well, it'll be simple if the killer is following us and thinks I'm on your side. I'm pretty confident in my skills, so you don't have to worry.
Shiki stands up.
I'll contact you tomorrow if things go well. Can you tell me your number?
Well, I'm on vacation right now.
Shiki-san looks...
Shiki-san looks surprised. There's this thing I want to go to at the end of the year, but they're reconstructing the dorm this year. Everyone's going back to their families, but my house is far away. So I'm staying here by myself until I'm done with that business.
So just a reminder, this is the year 2000, so not everyone has a cell phone. Staying here? You mean you're staying at your friend's house or something?
No, I'm staying at a hotel near here. I guess something happened there 2 months ago, but it's really cheap. Ooh, I wonder if that's the hotel, you know? With Roa. I planned this since I knew I could stay here for a week at that price.
Hotel. Oh, that hotel. Oh, yes it is.
Shiki-san grows pale, then shakes his head. I'm staying in room 2 on the 11th floor. So I think you can just call the hotel.
I see. Alright, I'll contact you if I find out anything. I'll take the bill so you can stay here as long as you want.
Shiki-san waves goodbye and leaves. He's sure strange. I watch him through the window. Then, it suddenly hits me. Ugh. Wow, it'd be a new record if I got it once a month, but twice a day? Am I using my talent in the wrong places? It's a dark night. Besides an empty building, a big wall on one side. I think it's a gym at a school. There are two confronting each other. The two are confronting each other. One is Shiki-san, and the other one is a boy with a knife. After talking for a bit, they attack each other and... No way. Shiki-san got stabbed. I'm astonished at my words. But it's certainly the future. Shiki-san. I run out after Shiki-san. But I can't find him anywhere. No matter how hard I look, he's nowhere in sight, so I go back to the hotel not knowing what to do. Oh yeah, I can call Senpai. The simple solution hits me when I get back. Senpai's phone number is... I find her phone number in the address book. Most of the students in middle school know her phone number, but I bet nobody has ever called her. They say only her roommates, Soka and Hane, are the ones that can talk freely to her. I don't think there's another person that's as trusted, yet as feared as her. The people in high school say we've got it good since we can trust her, but don't have to face her. Ugh. I start to think it might be too much for me to call her. But Shiki-san's life is on the line, so I can't be scared. Oh yeah. I got acquainted with the brother of the famous Tono-senpai. How lucky of me. I'll brag to everyone once the new quarter starts. This is a Tono household. May I ask who's calling? Hey, I guess I unconsciously dialed the number. Oh, the sudden revelation causes my voice to stop working properly. This is a Tono household. Please calm down. I hear a soft voice over the phone. Oh, yes, I'm calm. I take a deep breath. I'm sorry to call so late. I'm Seo Akira. Is Tono-senpai there? Yes. Please hold on a moment. After a polite reply and a brief silence. Yes? This is Tono. I hear the familiar voice that I can never get accustomed to. Good evening, senpai. I hate how I get nervous so easily. There's only silence. Man, I bet senpai's just astonished. Sale? Oh yes, it's me, senpai. I see. It's really surprising for you to call me. Senpai sounds like she's having fun. I'm bet there's something behind her words. Senpai has this bad habit of teasing someone weak, so I'm often teased in the meetings. I guess it looks to others like she's taking care of me, but it sends a chill up my spine when she smiles at me. So, what's your business? I believe it's too early for a New Year's greeting. No. Is Shiki-san home yet? Crack. It almost sounds like she crushed the phone receiver. Sale? What do you mean by Shiki-san?
I'm home.
I hear a man's voice behind Tono-senpai. Oh, Shiki-san's home? I mean it. Senpai, can I talk to Shiki-san real quick? I have something I need to tell him. I ask frantically. After a sigh, she apparently hands the phone to Shiki-san.
Hello?
My heart jumps at the voice. Maybe it has a different tone over the phone, or maybe I was just too intent on watching his face earlier. But I think he has a good voice. I fall for sounds, and Shiki-san's voice is like a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. This is Sale.
Hmm?
Crap, my heart's beating fast. I forgot to tell you one thing. Please don't walk around at night. Especially around the gym, okay?
Alright. By gym, do you mean the gym at my school?
Ting. Wow, that was surprising. I crumble to the floor and take another deep breath. But it's okay now. Shiki-san understood, so I bet the future won't occur. If there is a problem about this phone call, it's not knowing what Tono-senpai will do to me in the student council meeting next year. Man, I'm scared of next year.
Second day.
I'm assuming it's still her, or do you think it switched?
I have no idea. Man.
Man. Just in case, I feel bad seeing the article in the morning newspaper. A single man found dead and dismantled. The victim is Nakayama Minato, working for Hashido Transportation. Maybe it's Shiki since he's the one who knew about the colors.
Yeah, Hashido Transportation is the place where all the employees wear bright yellow uniforms. It's not specified in the article, but his arm and leg must be missing if he was found dismantled. Jeez. This is how things end up after I do my best after partying with that Seo Akira girl. But to be on the newspaper already, I wonder if Akira-chan is reading it. I feel sorry for her if she did. I shouldn't break it to her. I should break it to her as gently as I can. But that must mean the first one is yet to be found. I guess the second one was killed much more quickly. It's meaningless to think about it. I throw away the morning newspaper I picked up earlier and walk to a payphone. I call the hotel and have them connect me to room 2 on the 11th floor. Oh, Akira-chan? I'm nearby. Can you come out? I can buy you lunch. Seo Akira comes right away. She looks like she wasn't able to sleep well last night.
Good morning, Shiki-san.
It's charming how she greets me energetically in spite of that. Let's walk for a bit. I'm the one who invited you, so I'll treat you to something good.
Oh, yes, thank you.
She must have loved the cake from yesterday as she looks up at me with eyes full of expectation. Well, I'll treat her to a big Japanese meal befitting that expectation. We end our meal and go to the same cafe as yesterday. When we first sat down, Akira-chan said,
Hot pot sure good on a cold day.
she didn't seem to like the idea at first, but it seems like likes she likes the angler pot. Well, now that I have calmed down, I should tell her about the news I found out this morning. But it's not good to just come out and tell her that the future she saw came true. I should talk to her a bit more and have her relax. Akira-chan, can I ask you something?
Actually, you don't have to ask me like that every time, since you're much older than me.
Really? Then let me ask you. What do you think about your eyes? Don't you find it a nuisance? Oh, Akira-chan looks at me in blank amazement.
I do find it unpleasant at times, but I never thought of it as a nuisance. This has been a part of me since I was little. I do get depressed when I see bad things, but I can change the future if it's a bad one, right? So I think they have their benefits.
I see. You see someone's past just as a memory and use it to forecast the future. But that past is only is only a variable used to calculate the future. So you can't visually see the past unless it's something really recent. So that just means you can take a peek at the future without being affected by the person's past. That's ideal. The future is only a result you get from adding the past and the present. So to see someone else's future, you have to have thorough knowledge of that person's past and the present. To calculate something as the future, you have to know them as much as you know your own life. There are inconveniences that come with knowing that much about someone's past or present, like the privacy of the one who was seen, like the change in values for the one who saw it.
Shiki-san, what do you mean by that?
Huh? Oh, you heard me? I was just thinking what would happen if you could only see the past. Your eyes are conveniently made so that you only see the future, but I'm thinking how terrible it must be for those that can only see the past. This is an example, but let's say you want to live in a foreign country. You can't do that if you want to protect your current environment. So let's say you see the past of someone who used to live in a foreign country. Well, I guess it's like mixing up your past with someone else's. So the person who saw the past feels like they actually experienced it, think that it's nothing hard, and have no problem moving to a foreign country.
Um, Leaving everything like your house and friends behind?
Yes, we shut ourselves up in our set of circumstances, a specific environment to protect those circumstances. Everyone who wants to go on an adventure, and anyone who could go on an adventure if they wanted to. But we can't, and we don't. We create our own environment. Naturally, it has to be an environment where it's easy for us to live in. Nobody wants to leave that comfortable environment and go on an adventure that's not easy for them. We're like creatures that run a circular racetrack, feeding off such things as dreams, freedom, and romance. See, it's like a horse with a carrot hanging in front of him. But there are people who will jump over the fence and go out of the racetrack that they were circling around in. People who can see the past, and the killer you saw corresponds to these people. The creature that got away from the group has to die. The living thing can multiply by itself, right? Not being able to multiply means it doesn't exist anymore. But there's no meaning in multiplying in the first place. Might be the case that living things are more beautiful when they get away from the group and die a lonesome death. Akira-chan gives an estimated response. Yeah, what are you talking about, Shiki? I've gotten off the main topic. Well, speaking of the killer, you didn't read the newspaper this morning, did you?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It said they found a dead man last night. He was found dismembered, and he's from the company that wears yellow uniforms, like you said. Excuse me a sec. Okay, sorry. Shaking the table, Akira-chan stands up. Her face gets red as she starts to shake. It seems like she wants to say something, but can't find the words. Sit down. We can't say it's for sure since there wasn't a photo. It's a bad way to put it, but we should wait and see since the cops aren't stupid. The only crime where they don't find the criminal are the ones where no one even knew a crime has been committed. That's the only definition of a perfect crime. That's right, as long as it has been reported as a crime, the killer will be caught. Can't say anything about it when that will occur, though. That's rich coming from you, Shiki. Sit down. You're not responsible for this. The one at fault is the one who did this, so there's no reason to blame yourself. You shouldn't be mistaken about that. Look, if it's a crime to not be able to stop it when you knew about it, everyone who's watching the news about the murder would be guilty. She just stands there silently. After a while, she reluctantly sits back down. Phew, I wouldn't have been able to come back to this place if you kept on standing. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, OBS was dropping frames there. Looks like it's good now. Yeah, it's stabilized. We're good. Okay.
That's true, but you sure say scary things.
Huh? What do you mean by scary things?
It's nothing, but I certainly think you're right.
Akira-chan continues to murmur while looking down.
Shiki-san, why did the person I saw commit murder?
That's troubling. I couldn't tell you that. Well, if I have to answer, I think it's like a sexual urge.
Sexual urge?
Her face turns bright red. She's depressed, but it hasn't changed the fact that she gets embarrassed easily. But it might be the case that the killer has to commit murder to save someone. I think there are actions that you don't want to do, but have to. Oh wait, no, I think that was her line, but... Yeah. I'm sure there are. Everyone has their reasons, but when it comes down to life and death, it'll come down to sexual urges. What makes us human is our ability to build things. For everything other than that, we're only animals. For animals, life and death is nothing but their instincts. First of all, human reason won't function when we decide whether to kill or not. We're made that way. It's only natural, right? Besides, we wouldn't be able to kill if we used our reason and thought about it rationally. No matter what cause we might have for it during that moment, our reason no longer controls our actions. I'm sorry, I think that was a little cynical. I've experienced something like that before, so I'm blunt about death. But Akira-chan, there are many reasons for people to kill, but I think it all results from a desire to change yourself. For example, let's say you have this person you really detest. If he's alive, I can only detest. I don't want that. It's unpleasant. So to change to a person that does not detest, I will kill him. The reason for my detest. See, even in this case, the reason is just to want to change.
Is that so? That's only an excuse. If you want to change, you should find other ways to do so.
I nod. Akira-chan's argument is natural. First of all, nobody will choose the last resort of murder unless they run out of ways to change themselves.
But what you're saying is right. I wouldn't know, but the world around him must change after he has killed someone. To borrow your words, the environment you live in, that you worked so hard to create, is destroyed by that one action.
I smile since I'm so happy. This girl is really smart. I think to myself that I'd love her from the bottom of my heart if she was my sister. I part with Seo Akira just like yesterday. Seems she's scared, so I told her not to leave her hotel. Well, the third one is a woman with no special features, huh? I don't know if that's easy to find or hard to find. I scratch my head. It'll be hard to find the third woman with just that information. But Akira-chan won't be staying at that hotel forever. I should respond to her expectations as quickly as possible. Third day. Look, if it's a crime to not be able to stop it when you knew about it, everyone who's watching the news about the murder would be guilty.
Those words made me think Shiki-san is a scary person. No, more strict than scary. I think lots of people will see the news of someone getting killed and sympathize. But they'll forget about it the next day, and even if they do remember it, it makes no difference to the fact that they are only watching, as if all they're doing is sympathizing. I think Shiki-san was saying that you should act on it, if you know about something, regardless of it being in the future or the past. So that means it's like he's saying that we are meaningless creatures that just exist, as we just watch the news and don't do anything about it, about what we find out. When I wake up, it's already past noon. Since I couldn't fall asleep until dawn, my body wants more sleep. I have to read the newspaper. I rub my sleepy eyes and use the room service to order breakfast, a newspaper. I sip on the coffee of the hotel. Shiki-san thinks I prefer tea, but I actually prefer coffee. And look through the newspaper. As expected, I find an article on the third person. It just says that some woman without any special features has been killed in her home. I don't have any proof, but I understand. She must be the third person.
So the newspaper specified that she doesn't have any special features. Like,
That's so rude. Oh, the phone's ringing. I pick up the phone absentmindedly. The hotel employee tells me I have a call from Tonoshiki, so I have him connect me.
oh, I'm finally able to reach you. Good morning, Akira-chan. I know it's sudden, but can you come out?
Shiki-san says this just like yesterday. Almost 4 o'clock when I get to the cafe. Wait though, they woke up in the morning, but she got there at 4?
Yeah,
Geez,
that's
that's a long difference. Shiki-san is waiting at the usual seat, so I bow to him and sit across from him.
I guess you saw the newspaper, judging from your appearance.
Yeah. Do you think it was it as well, Shiki-san?
Yeah, but I don't know. Looks like a separate case with that information.
Shiki sounds Shiki-san sounds displeased. He didn't seem that concerned yesterday, but as one would expect, he's not calm today. Are you angry, Shiki-san?
Yeah.
He nods and lets out a big sigh.
Jeez, what's up with that small article? There was only like 2 lines, even though someone got killed. You can't tell who got killed nor how she was killed.
Um, do you think this case is unrelated?
I don't think so, but you can't tell, right? Jeez, I bet they're controlling the information since it's just like the murder yesterday. We don't know what really happened like this.
Shiki-san, so what will you do now?
I don't think there'll be. Oh,
I don't think there will be any more victims now.
that may be true, but you want to catch the killer, right?
I nod. It's not a sense of justice or anything. I just think a killer shouldn't be on the loose.
I see, but this is troubling. You know this man with the knife as a piece of information, but I don't know anything about him. I don't even picture it in my head when you tell me what you saw. I'm out of ideas now.
I have something to say about that. Shiki-san, I can't tell him that he'll be killed by this boy with a knife. First of all, that's only the most likely future. So, its precedent can go down with trivial things.
What about me?
I'm thinking about walking through the town to look for him. Um, I'm selfishly thinking that it'll be reassuring if he can come with me. Shiki-san snaps his fingers.
You're right, we should do that. I think it could be of help if you helped you that way.
Oh, I'm glad you said so, but we probably won't find him. It's unlikely that we'll find him just by searching through town.
But we can't say it won't happen. No matter how small the chance may be, it's not zero. It won't end until you give up.
Saying this happily, Shiki-san gets up.
Well, we should get a move on. Let's go search together. Let's go search through town while there are a lot of people around.
We walk through the main streets for 3 hours, but don't find anything useful. Shiki-san doesn't complain, and even bought me a hot drink when I got cold.
It's almost time for dinner. Do you have anything you want to eat?
Something I want to eat? To be honest, his suggestion is very timely, as I haven't eaten anything since I woke up at noon.
We went to... I think that's hairline. Or is
Hmm.
it? No, no. Went to a restaurant yesterday, so a more light-hearted place might be good this time.
Kiki-san stops and starts to ponder. I'll stay quiet. At times like this, Shiki-san usually makes a better decision than I can. Oh, then I noticed two people walking together across the street. A person that looks like a teacher at my school, and the boy are walking together. I can't really tell since they're so far away. I can't make them out exactly, but there's no doubt about it.
What's wrong, Akira-chan?
Kiki-san, that person. I point at the boy. After looking where I'm pointing, he freezes. He has glasses on, but
What about him?
he's the one that was stabbing you.
Huh?
Kiki-san looks at me with a surprise. Oh, oh no. I swore I wouldn't tell him about that, but I was so spaced out.
Akira-chan, what do you mean by he's going to stab me?
Uh, I saw it. You two were facing each other with knives. That's why I called you, to warn you not to walk around at night.
Call me?
Kiki-san nods as if he gets it now.
I see. I guess that's a possibility as well. Jeez, I thought we could be friends since that was the last thing you saw. I see, the future, you see, sure is ambiguous.
With that, Shiki-san grabs hard at my shoulder.
I know who the killer is now. He's my sensei.
What?
Let's get away from here for now. We're going to the school where I attend, okay?
Shiki-san catches a cab. I follow Shiki-san into the cab. I told Shiki-san that being at school at night is dangerous. He must have something planned to go there in spite of that. But what about dinner?
Yeah.
Huh? I feel dizzy after getting out of the taxi. What annoys me is that the name of the school sends a chill through me.
We're here.
Shiki-san walks to the school, opens a lock on the gate, padlock.
This way.
He takes my hand and goes onto the school grounds. No way. I know this place. Shiki-san. My voice is trembling. Shiki-san hasn't faced me since he started pulling me by my hand.
What?
He replies bluntly. The realization of my stupidity slams into the back of my head. Shiki-san, can I ask you something?
What?
This is a high school, right? But didn't you just say you attend here?
I did. Is that strange?
It is strange because you're much older than me, right?
Yeah, I'll turn 22 this year.
Wait, what?
I thought something looked wrong with this Shiki. I don't think this is our Shiki.
Yeah, this seems off. Oh, I see. You're a teacher here, Shiki-san?
No, do you think that's possible?
No, that's not possible. Um, so...
Akira-chan, I'm neither a student nor a teacher here, but it's true that Tonoshiki attends this school.
Who are you?
Who knows? Well, it's certain that I'm not Tonoshiki himself. Oh.
No wonder why, Satsuki was like, oh, Shiki's wandering around at night. Must be this Shiki. With that, he turns around. He looks inorganic, like he has a mask on. Jeez, I take it back. I take it back. I really take it back. Damn it, why did I think he was like a cute dog or a wolf? No matter how I look at him, he's just like a mantis. Oh, I try to get away while he's still holding my hand. But he won't let go, and he has a knife in his other hand. Not just a normal knife, but a dreadful knife made by that Smith and Something company. Why? My voice is shaking. I can't move. I know I should scream and kick him, but my body's just cowering. Because I probably would be dead if the knife moves for me. I think I understand what those people in movies with the gun pointed to their head feels like.
Why? Yeah, I really wonder why. I wanted to part with you today, but it seems like I'll be stabbed by Shiki-kun if I don't do anything. You're the only connection between Shiki-kun and I, so I have to kill you, right?
Grip on me tightens. He's not in any hurry as he inches me closer to him. Ugh, I struggle, but it has no effect.
Jeez, that's why I told you to keep it a secret from Tono Akiha. I guess there's nothing that can be trusted less than a girl's promise.
Oh. He's pulling me in. He's really scary.
Don't look like that. First of all, it's half your fault for ending up like this. I told you, right? If someone who just committed murder hears someone calling them a murderer, they won't leave you be.
But that murder hasn't been committed yet.
At the time, not the second or third one. I killed the first girl about an hour before I met you. I got curious, so I heard you out, and it turned out I was to kill two more. So I searched for people that matched your description and killed them. It's not that your prediction was correct. I made your prediction come true. But I guess that's one kind of precognition.
Bam. He pulls me hard, and I land on his chest.
Don't move too much. You feel the knife on your neck, right? It'll be terrible if you move. It'll be hard to hide the blood spill that spills out from the carotid artery.
I gulp. I feel a sharp pain, so I bet my skin is a bit scratched already.
What else should I tell you? Oh yeah, I just want to make it clear that I haven't been tricking you. I believed that you could see the future. It's also true that I have special eyes. Like you, I see people's pasts. Okay, so that now is like weird rant about that makes more sense. I guess seeing the past is probably more common than seeing death within this world. Well, the term see is not correct. I empathize with them, so it might be close to that of a mental induction. Well, that's why I knew about Tonoshiki.
Oh, oh, it seems he twisted my arm and has me pinned against the wall.
It was exactly a month ago. It all started when I accidentally saw Shiki-kun on the same street I saw you on, and saw his past. The past experience was so great that it caused me to lock myself up in a room for a while. I also know about the incident that happened in the hotel you're staying at. He was the lone survivor there. How should I put this? I guess it was destiny that we met. I found out how to do it, and it was simple to change it. That's why it's so great now. The meaningless world now looks so meaningful.
His knife moves down from my neck to my chest.
Well, goodbye. Your future wouldn't have been like this if you consulted the real Tonoshiki.
The knife moves. I have to run away, but I can't take my eyes off of the knife. The knife is pushed down into my chest.
Well, I bet it would have ended like this anyway, even if with the real Tonoshiki. He's an abnormal person just like me.
The knife thrusts. After a dry sound,
Hey now, how about you stop saying all those weird things, alright?
I hear a voice. He's holding his own hand and looking around. The knife's not in his hand, and it seems he's looking for it. And I see a boy with glasses standing there. The boy has a knife in his hand, and no matter how I look at him, he's the boy with the knife that I saw. What? I crumble onto the ground with the wall still behind me.
That's the Shiki I know. I heard the whole story. Are you the person that imitated me? He doesn't. Nope.
He doesn't answer. Boy with the knife, no. The real Shiki-san watches him in silence.
Jeez, it was such a bother. Thanks to you, Senpai has been keeping a watch over me these past few days. How do you take responsibility for me getting treated badly since she thought I was the killer?
Shiki-san complains. His voice is just like the mind-blowing one I heard when I called the Tono Senpai's house.
So, what are you planning to do? Are you going to give yourself up to the cops or keep going? If you want to continue, I don't think the person hiding in the dark will forgive you.
The branches make a sound. Come to think of it, I don't think it was Shiki-san that smacked his knife away.
Are you kidding me?
He picks up his knife from the ground. He's not looking at me anymore. It seems he only sees Shiki-san now.
You're saying that when you've dismantled more human beings than me? I don't recollect killing any human beings. If it seems that way to you, that's your problem. With that... Nope.
Shiki-san takes a step towards him.
Hold on. Are we have the same kind? It was meaningless for us to live. You realize that we're only running this predetermined race, right? That's why I escaped from the race. You showed me how to do it. Death is required to be reborn. But it's meaningless to die. So, murder is the way to overturn your values while you still live, right? You're the one who made me realize that's the easiest way. I see. You grew bored of living? Of course. What's fun about continuing to just multiply and build things? There isn't a clear goal nor an end, but they grow meaninglessly. See, don't you think that's think it's weird? Humans have been turning that meaningless wheel for hundreds of years. There's no meaning in life. I can't be with the idiots that consume everything without noticing that. We should exterminate such greedy animals. What is that? What good can come of that?
Shiki-san murmurs angrily.
Hey, I don't want to tell you something so obvious, but if you hated this world so much, why didn't you just kill yourself? You said murder is the easiest method, but isn't suicide a much easier way to quit than this predetermined race? What? But you can't, right? That's why all you could do was take it out on others. Life's not fun. Life's meaningless. How pitiful. You're the one living meaninglessly. You live for tens of years, but you can't find anything worthwhile.
With knife in hand, Shiki-san comes toward us.
You blamed it on others, and on top of that, you killed to change your values? What a terrible insult. There's nothing for the people killed by you. What? I'm not pitiful. The world has changed. That's why I feel so alive right now. See, my body is straining and full of life right now. That just means you're a coward. You're scared now that you've killed people, right? You're just worried that you can't return to the fun place that you believed wasn't fun. Geez, why'd I have to tell you something so obvious? The world hasn't changed at all. It just ended.
Shiki-san touches his glasses. Without a sound, she takes them off. It's hard to breathe. Within the dark night, Shiki-san's eyes are glowing blue. It's so scary. It makes me think that even if I was killed, it couldn't be helped.
Hold on.
He's looking at Shiki-san like he's looking at a lover.
Alright, I understand. I have to live to atone for my sins, so...
Seems he wants to say not to kill him.
Yeah, I can't kill you if your goal is to atone for your sins.
Shiki-san stops. The man smiles and grips his knife harder.
Then... But for you, I'm a killer, right? Then a killer doesn't have human morals like letting a criminal atone for his sins. What? Ah!
After a light footstep pushing off the ground, Shiki's knife blows through the air and past his attacker. A light swinging sound. After that, the man falls on the ground. Shiki-san lets out a sigh of relief, puts his glasses back on. He, no, the killer, lies motionless on the ground. But he's not dead. I can tell that he's only unconscious. Actually, I knew that Shiki-san didn't have any intention to kill from the start.
Akira-chan?
He sounds hesitant. His voice makes my heart jump so much, I almost fall.
You're Seo Akira-chan, right? I heard from Akiha.
Shiki-san reaches out his hand to me. Oh yes, excuse me. I take Shiki-san's hand and stand back up. Still shocked from what just happened, my legs are a little weak. I can't stand up straight, so I grab onto Shiki's arm. Man, this is so embarrassing. I can't speak clearly right now, so I shake my head. I want to say I'm alright, I don't want to see the man on the ground. I'm confused since I never hugged a man before. Anyway, everything in my head is pure chaos.
Yeah, shall we go somewhere else?
He must have guessed what I wanted to say, as he starts to walk with my hand in his. Can't we leave him like that?
Yeah, Senpai should take care of him.
With that, Shiki-san walks toward the gate. And like that, it all ended so simply. Actually, I bet most of the things that are going to happen to me will be simple like this one. Shiki-san didn't try to ask me anything, but I have something I don't understand and want to ask him. Shiki-san? Were you looking for me? Shiki-san nods. I don't get it even more now. Why? I only called you once. And it was a one-sided call that sounded like a prank, so why?
That call did sound like a prank, but your voice was so serious. I couldn't just ignore you, so I wanted to hear you out. Well, I didn't expect that it would lead me to the killer I was searching for since yesterday.
He sounds embarrassed.
Well, I'll walk you home. You're staying at the hotel in the neighboring town, right?
Oh, right when I try to answer with a yes. My stomach growls cutely, or so I want to believe. Yep, the food. Stupid me. What am I doing? Feeling relieved. And forgetting that I'm hungry. Sneaky looks troubled and...
Alright, let's go eat something. I'll treat you to something as a bribe not to talk about this.
He says something that makes me happy.
Oh, hold on, before that.
Yuki-san takes out his wallet and opens it. I'm astonished when I look in out of curiosity. It's amazing how old his wallet is, but it's more amazing that there's only one 500 yen coin in there.
Do you like stall soba?
He murmurs weakly.
I thought so. I knew girls don't like stall soba.
I frantically think of what I should say. I can't say I have more money, so I'll treat you. But I can't find anything good to say, so for some reason... I love soba. I actually said that? Oh, I can feel my face turning red. Shiki-san looks dumbfounded.
Oh? Then follow me.
He sounds happy as he starts to walk. I suppress my feelings of joy as I follow him. Well, New Year's Eve is soon. It might be good to eat soba on a night like this. Huh? Then... I'm assailed by the familiar dizziness as I continue to stare at Shiki-san's back. With my twirling vision, I see a happy illusion that I'm with Tono-senpai, Shiki-san, and some people I don't know.
Akira-chan?
Oh, I'm coming. I answer as I start to run up to him. I see. A lot has happened, but an encounter like this is possible. right? After catching up to Shiki-san, I clap in prayer to Shiki-san's back. I pray my final wish of the year. Well, Shiki-san, it looks like I'll be causing you lots of trouble, but please give me your best regards.
Fiend.
Who's that weirdo, though? Who's that fake Shiki?
That is a good question. I mean, it just seems to be just some guy who had mystic eyes that and then decided to be
Like
Shiki.
he wanted to cosplay a Shiki.
I don't know what these Getcha things are, but we've got time, so I guess we can check them out. That's a fun little side story. I mean, we've got a new harem member. Okay. So what? Warning. Oh, yep. Okay, yes. Please read this only for thinking, I'm not going to ever play Tsukihime ever again. Moon tea.
Yeah. It seems like something is starting up. What's this? It's a tea party to celebrate the completion of the game. It's very small due to budget constraints, but I hear we have to talk and contemplate about what we did so far.
Why is it flash like
Oh, really? Jeez, I wouldn't have come if that was the case. First of all, why is it me and you? I'm not a big fan of this combination. Yes, why indeed? I hate you too.
Sorry if that flashing is bothering anyone. I think it's just because it's changing the poses too quickly and not doing a smooth transition.
Well, the layout of this is like the corner in Tsukihime, right? You got it good since you had a whole new stand-up graphic drawn for you. But you saw what I got. My poor treatment made me wonder if I really was the true heroine. I'm really dissatisfied, you know? I see. I hear that corner is pretty popular. I wonder if people saw the whole thing using Roa like persistence.
We did. Actually, no, I think we did miss one bad ending on the Arquid route near the beginning that we never went back to, but we did see nearly all of it.
I don't think so. Even the scenario writer was complaining that he couldn't get to the second period of Shakes and Shivers Animal Land unless he used a flowchart.
Well, we did use a flowchart, so...
Wow, it's a failure as a game. Ouch. Well, the corner has nothing to do with the main storyline, so we should accept that. Wait, it seems there's a customer here, Xiao.
I also remember there is one bad ending in Fate Stay Night that is very difficult to get to without a flowchart, and the characters actually comment on that.
Oof. Huh? That's strange. I heard this place was reserved for us today. Yeah. Hey. What's that get about? Hey. Don't sit down like it's nothing. What are you doing here, little sister? You're even bringing in a sofa? What are you doing here? That is my line. I came here since I heard there was going to be a tea party. So why are you two here? I do not want to say this, but you two are not suited for this quiet place. Oh, I see now. Since this won't progress with just me and Arcade, Akiya-san will act as the class president to keep things moving along. What? Yeah? I haven't heard anything about this, nya. You have the most appearances in the main storyline, little sister. Your presence here is just pure tyranny. Arcade-san, can you stop calling me little sister? I am Tonoshiki's sister, but I have no relation to you.
Those two never actually interacted in Tsukihime, did they?
Nope. No matter what may happen in the future, you will never be part of my family. Really? But you'll be my sister after Shiki and I get married. What? You're just speaking nonsense. Look, a mysterious being like you cannot take part in human marriage, so please do not mess with other people's brothers. A vampire should act like a vampire, and go suck on some mole's blood in the dark. Well, I'm not the one sucking blood. You're the one that needs to on a regular basis. So you're the one who can't live like a normal human. In the first place, our roots are the same. Ha, never. I enjoy blood merely as another kind of food. I am only a mischievous girl with far more refined sense of taste than others. I am fundamentally different from a fundamentally non-human like you, so please do not treat me as your kind. Oh? But you look like you were having so much fun back then.
Please don't flash back to that scene. I don't...
You're even more dead apostle than the dead apostles when your hair was red and you were drinking blood. It was just a mistake. First of all, Nissan and I were almost killed because you went after someone like Roa. I wouldn't have changed if he hadn't come around. Oh, really? Well, if you say so, little sister. What's so funny, you thief vampire? Alright now, calm down, Akiya-san. We can't be fighting today. This is everyone's favorite cafe. I know. You do not need to tell me, senpai. Right? Jeez, you two are similar, so you should get along well. The setting is that we're friends today, so forget the fact that we're enemies. So let's order some cakes now. Excuse me. Could we make an order? Sorry to keep you waiting.
I had figured one of the maids would be waitress. Oh, both of them.
Alright, please make your orders. It's the entire harem.
Yep.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Hehe. We're just doing a little part-time work for some extra cash. It's a small job where we only have to work for about half an hour, and only for today.
Hold on a second, can I fix this, I'm checking the display settings, but it's moving at normal speed, so I don't know why it's like instant flashing whenever the characters appear.
I guess this diligence is increasing the fans, and they know no defeat because they never show an opening. It's like this beam of charm. I feel the same way. I went past the anger stage, and I'm rather deeply moved. I guess you have to go as far as that to get more fans. You have some nerve, Kohaku. The main storyline wasn't enough for you, so you were going to go against me in a side story like this as well? No, that's not true. We're only waitresses. We'll just quietly listen to your conversation on in the back, so please do not worry about us. Nissan, Akiya-sama is angry, so is it not better to stay quiet? Bam. Okay, may I please have your orders?
What'd she do to her?
Today's recommendation is this specially large strawberry pie. I see. Then please bring us some of that. Right away. I'll be going now. What's with strawberry pie with this thing?
Yeah.
Wow, Kohaku-san dragged Hisui-chan into the kitchen. It's like I'm watching a horror movie. Like that Delicatessen movie.
Don't know what they're referring to. I'm gonna try looking that up real quick, see if I find anything. Let's see. Delicatessen. Okay, that's not quite what I was looking for. Traditionally, a delicatessen, or deli, is a retail establishment that sells a selection of fine, exotic, or foreign-prepared foods. Oh no, here we go, films. Okay. No, the Wikipedia does not have any information here. There's a French comedy film and a German romance film. Now, maybe it's some obscure Japanese film.
That's so random. Delicatessen? Never mind. This is the cafe, isn't it? Do you know about it, Akiya-san?
I never knew deli was short for something. I didn't... Huh.
You only heard about it. But how about you, Senpai? I'm sure you came here with Nissan, right? Actually, never happens. It always comes up in conversation. But we can't come here during the main storyline. Oh, that can't be helped. This is a place that shouldn't exist in the world of Tsukihime. It's more like a boundary line. That's why people who have a lot to do with one of the worlds cannot come here. Only the people who are not main characters can come here. Uh-huh. It would be bad if Shiki from Tsukihime met Shiki from Kara no Kyokai, right?
Kara no Kyokai is the Japanese name for Garden of Sinners. So, she's referring to Ryogi Shiki.
Tonoshiki and Asagami Fujino might not be a problem, but having Tonoshiki and Ryogi Shiki meet or having me and Toko meet will create inconsistencies. That's why we can't meet each other in the official time axis.
Alright, so now we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Garden of Sinners is not in the Tsukihime universe. I was not expecting that to be answered here, of all places.
We're waiting. What's going on? Everyone looks troubled. Huh? Oh, it has nothing to do with you. You two came into this cafe even during the main storyline. Because you're treated as sub-heroines. Ouch! Forget it. Let's just have tea now. By the way, Hisui. Yes? What is it, Akiya-sama? Did Kohaku do anything? Like mixing strange things into the tea?
Oh god.
Or... Well, now that the food's gone around, I would like to get to the main topic. A review meeting? It's fine, but I have nothing I need to contemplate. I feel the same way. Well, I should mull over how I could not slay the vampire that was walking about in town during the daytime. Senpai, I have something to contemplate as well, but this won't make use of the fact that this is a side story, right? Hisui and Kohaku are listening in as well, so I would like to make this into a meeting to talk about our impressions. Impressions? Akiya-sama, I do not understand what you mean. Do you mean something like a questionnaire? Well, it's more like bringing up the questions we all have. See? I'm sure you had your moments during the main storyline, Hisui. Like when you tilted your head and wonder at what was going on. We want to try to answer those questions. Does it have to be questions? I have a few things I want to say instead. Alright, please go on ahead, CL-senpai. I get to start? It has nothing to do with the main storyline. But I'd like to ask about Tono-kun's financial circumstances. Tono-kun often complains that he wants to work, wondering how much allowance he gets each month. None. Huh? Nissan does not get an allowance. I do not know how it was at the Arima household, but I have not given him an allowance since he came here. He doesn't need anything like that, right? Doesn't need? So Tono-kun has a credit card or something? No, Seo-san. Akiya-sama is saying that she gives Shiki-san diddly squat. How is Tono-kun surviving? If he doesn't get an allowance for curry bread, those things are unnecessary. He gets only as much food as he needs, so extra money is not needed. I see. But I would think he has other things he wants. I think so too. I will buy such things if he asks me. I will buy anything for Nissan if he really needs it, but for some reason he never asks. His unselfishness is practically a medical condition. Don't you think so, Kohaku? Yes, but he keeps wanting to work, so he must love working. Nissan, I think that's not it. No wonder why he only had a 500 yen coin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go next. This has to be what's bothering me. How to identify these two. Huh? Are you talking about me and Hisui-chan? Yep. You two were beeped from time to time, right? You can't tell from the appearance, so you have to guess from the situation you're in. But is there a good way to tell?
I think we mostly figured it out.
Like your eye colors being different, or something like that. Oh, I wanted to ask that too. Is there something like a hint? Actually, what is with you two for keeping it a secret from me? I know Kohaku is sneaky, but I never thought Hisui would be involved as well. Oh, that's wrong. It was all my doing. Hisui-chan has nothing to do with it. I was using colored contacts for my eyes. I acted as her only after drugging her with some sleeping pills. So, not even your sister is safe from you, Kohaku-san? Oh, please don't put it that way. People might misunderstand if they haven't beat Hisui-chan's route yet. There is nothing to misunderstand because everything is true. Oh, that's terrible, Akiya-sama. I was properly giving hints to Shiki-san. I think some people already know, but it's Ne-san and sister. All you good boys and girls out there got it right. It's pretty obvious if you look out for it when playing through the game for a second time.
Ugh.
Oh, you're right. I see. I never paid that much attention because I thought it was one of the usual typos. Yes. I mean, even the original artist asked, shouldn't it be Ne-san here? It's his own fault. He lost faith in his own writing after making up so many words. Yes, that is it. What's wrong, Hisui-chan? He looks scary all of a sudden. It's about those words he made up. I was able to tell that D&M was Dark Night Moon, and that origami meant lock of hair. But what was the moe body supposed to be? Do you two know something? Yeah. I think you should just let that slide. It seems that even he regrets doing that. It's like he's writing something in an incomprehensible way. That is not a real answer. Since this is a question and answer corner, please answer me. Oh well. I guess another way to read those characters would be burning body. Yes. If it was from someone who learned proper vocabulary, these kinds of coined phrases would result in a lynching. See, this moe means burning. He ignored what the word meant just to get the image and feel cross. Shock. Oh, I see.
I have a feeling this makes more sense in Japanese when we can see the kanji.
Like with Shiki and capital Shiki.
Yeah.
And then he shouldn't stop halfway. He should have used the other meaning of moe. In that story, Hisui-chan devotedly took care of him. So isn't it more appropriate? Right, Hisui-chan? He looks really happy being able to treat Shiki-san. Yeah. I remember they were thinking of putting English subtitles for each title. Do you remember hearing any of that, Ciel? Yeah. There were things like a prologue, Last Moon, The Black Beast, 666, Vermilion Crimson Moon, Crimson Air, Quiet Dream,
Shizumu?
Kizumu, Deep Dream, Kizumu. Oh, I see. So you read them both As Kizumu then? I thought I read, Huh? What is it, Hisui-chan? How do you think it was read? Um, I read it as Chinmu. Don't tease Hisui too much, Kwaku. Okay. But Arcoid-san and CL-san sure know a lot of inside stories. Why is that? It's because we're the oldest. Little sisters have been around for a while as well. But we were born first, and were part of the Tsukihime for that first year and a half. Yeah, I know all the good and bad at Tsukihime. My ending was even rewritten twice. Akiya-san's ending was rewritten 3 times, and the endings of the test play version and the complete version were totally different. Most of all, the ending of Akiya-sama in the test play version is really valuable now. It's not much, but I explain why Tono-kun is a beep. So, if you have the test play version, only 10 exist. Please uninstall the game right now and destroy the CD.
What? What's that bleep supposed to be, though?
See the test play version now, gosh darn it. So, are we getting rid of evidence? Wow, the world of adults shows its dirty side. Then let me ask the next question. It is a bit serious, but why are you still in this town, senpai? Huh? Well, why is that? You're right. Ro is gone, so there's no reason for you to stay here. There is a reason. An area where a vampire hid himself needs investigation even after that vampire is exterminated. Vampires create more vampires. You know what this means, right? Most of the children vampires die when the parent vampire dies. But the children that were treated specially as successors can live on even after the parent dies. As a result, the purification of the area really starts after the parent vampire is killed. I just, tweaked the papers a bit, so I got the job. So you abused your authority then? That's just like you. No method is beneath you, as long as you achieve your goals. Hey, say what you want. What good is authority unless you abuse it? Oh, that's a problematic statement, CL-san. You have to take your job seriously and honestly. You can't have any ulterior motives. Did I just hear something? I thought I heard the least appropriate person try to give me a lecture. Oh, can I ask a question I had as well? Go ahead. Why don't you bring a chair and sit down? No, we're just eavesdropping, waitress says. Sit. Huh? Are you going to sit next to me? Nod. Oh, you're terrible, Hisui-chan. I thought we agreed to stay off to the side and support everyone, you traitor! Kohaku, about that demo, the Winter Comiquette. Huh? Like I said, the demo at the Winter Comiquette. Um, Akiya-sama, you saw that? Don't worry. Ark and Seal-san haven't seen it yet. Well, depending on how you act, I could keep it a secret from them. Oh, so you did see it, huh? Oh, I promise I'll be more loyal from now on. As long as you understand, that's fine. Now, non-heroines can go just... Now non-heroines can go just...
I think it's a typo.
Go outside and start sweeping the yard like non-heroine should. So, what is your question? Yes. When Arcade and Shiki-san were getting in a good mood, 5 of those dead-san rhymes, right? What was that all about? It happened on the 10th day during Arcade's route. Huh? That wasn't explained in the story? No, it was not. I see. Well, I don't care since it's already over. Right, Ciel? Fine, I don't care. I'm just a convenient, do-it-all person. Yes. I don't care even if I'm called evil. I take that all as a compliment. Oh? So it was your doing, Seal-san? That's right. She preserved the bodies of the dead apostles. of the dead I killed on the 9th day, and manipulated them with a string from atop the streetlight. Necromancy is a cinch for a daughter of Roa, right? It wasn't easy, but you're mostly right. Oh, now that you mention it, I do recall Roa calling Cielo-sama his daughter. That's because everyone chosen to be Roa's reincarnated body is one of Roa's descendants, even though we might not be blood related. In other words, we are his children. It seemed Roa favored me, so he felt more attachment to me than any other of his hosts. Oh, I see now. So you had a naughty face too, Senpai. Oh, that's really good. We'll go with that for the next side story. The days of corruption and laziness of the female vampire that conquered a country town. What awaits this girl that fell to her desires? Next on Tsukihime 2, I will not believe in love. I would play that. Or something like that. Yeah, you're so wonderful, Seal-san. There won't be anything like that. There are already 10 side stories decided for the next fan disc.
Yeah, apparently Kogetsu Toya does in fact have 10 side stories. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of them, but
Oh, that's too bad. Too bad. Well, everyone's questions are answered now, but something seems missing. Do you have anything else, Arcade-san? Well, about what now? This happens after the main storyline, so I'm wondering whose route this is. We're all here, so it has to be my ending or Ciel's. Yes. I have to admit it, but my ending, Hisui's ending, and Kohaku's ending are not so ideal. Nor is my ending. This is supposed to be after the Arcoid good ending. Even while Tono-kun, Arcoid, Roa, and I were fighting, Tono-kun was conveniently able to go through Kohaku-san's, Hisui-san's, and Akiya-san's events. Well, he hasn't experienced the core storyline though. Then, should we consider Arcoid-san's ending as a true ending in Tsukihime? Angry? Yes. But that is true. But that is the true ending of the story called Tsukihime. The true ending of the story of Tonoshiki is leaning more towards Akiya-san's side. Tono-kun originally is unrelated to that airhead, Vampire and I. So there's a possibility that Kohaku Hisui or I will be the true ending, huh? Hey CL, it looks like those three are glaring at each other. They're trying to figure out if they should make the first mover wait. Let's not bother with them for now. Alright. Oh, it's Sachin. Would I still be treated the same way as earlier? Don't y'all think it's too awful? According to the scenario writer, there was a Yumizuka-san's route in the planning stage.
Ah, okay, so I guess we got the scraps of that.
It's a story that centers on what was intentionally ignored in Tsukihime, right? But I'm sure it's hard. It's too long to be put into a fan disc. And since you've already released the complete version, we can't make a true complete version or anything like that. So it is a pity, but it seems Yumizuka-san will stay as a sub-heroine forever.
I wonder if she gets a route in the remake, because the remake's not done yet.
It would make sense since she basically had her own route, kind of.
Yeah.
That's terrible. This is too much, God. The one I fell in love with is with the school's biggest blockhead, and what's more, I die in the first half of the story. Even Kohaku-san has received her own route in the end, so this is too much. Wow. But you've got it good. This main theme of the story are vampires, but you're the only legitimate vampire. You're the second secret main character. She can't go out onto the bright stage because she's a vampire, huh? Oh, that's good. Stupid Tono-kun. Fine, I'll get you back in dismantlement of dreams and reality. Yumizuka-san has left. Akiya-san, speaking of Yumizuka-san, did you see the side story on this disc? Then follow me, huh? Tono-kun is 3 times kinder to younger people, huh? So it's just a natural reflex, right? Well, whatever. But I recognize in you that doing good unconsciously is very sinful. Yeah, exactly. I now know how sinful Tono-kun is. I'm sure Yumizuka-san fell for him because of that. I'm sure. Jeez, pure girls pure girls misunderstand because he acts like that to everyone. It seems I need to put Nissan into underground confinement to teach him a lesson. Please do not say such scary things, Akia-sama. I think Akia-san is still a bit possessed. She's emitting this black aura. No, that's not true. Akia-sama has completely recovered. This is no doubt her true character. Makihisa-sama's dual personality disorder was passed down to Akia-sama. So about her hobbies. That's sudden. Yes. Nobody will say if I do not say it, right? This is something I was asked to mention. So could everyone tell me your favorite songs? But it has to be a Japanese song. It can't be English, gospel, or something from a tribe in the Amazon. Songs, huh? I guess like Nav Katz's Crazy Dream. Basement Melody. I like Soft Ballet's Sama's Parade. Loco-san's Soft Scar is a great song. I like Swinging Popsicles, Sosetsu Tower. Oh, I like Harara Tomoyo's song that was used in Bungaku to Ifukoto. Wow, you like Parade, huh, Hisui-san?
I'm sure these are all real songs, but it's like all way before my time, so I wouldn't know.
Good. Soft Ballet is great. Feels like I'm listening to an hymnal at church when I listen to Ryoichi-san's world-class heavy voice. Do you mean that Parade? Yes. Hisui-chan uses that song to wake up every morning and listens to it and listens in on it. I sometimes get scared that Hisui-chan might be a little crazy. Well, there are a few hurdles, but everyone told me their favorite songs, right? Well, I guess those will be your image songs. What? Hold on, I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, senpai. Is something wrong? Of course. I chose Basement Melody. That's the song that just repeats the lyrics. Where am I? Who am I? Isn't it a wonderful song? I heard that the scenario writer saw the lyrics in a hospital while he was still a student. There's a legend that he got so scared he couldn't open the CD case for about half a year. Oh. If that's my image song, be just like a horror movie.
I searched Basement Melody on YouTube. The first result, Tsukihime image song, Basement Melody, with a picture of CL as the thumbnail.
Run.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was scrolling that too.
Run. Open the door. Hey, don't sing that song. Shivering to the daylight. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, this is too much. man, that was fun. But Navkatsu's Crazy Dream is a cute song about vampires. It's really the Tsukihime's Arcoide's image song, according to scenario writer. According to the scenario writer, so those interested to go listen to it. It is a mini album called Out. It's about 2,000 yen. But Arcoid-san, is advertisement like this allowed? It's fine, there's no problem. Oh. It's getting dark outside. You're right. I guess we should wrap things up. Oh, really? There's one more thing I need to ask about, though. This is the final question, but who do you all think is the most evil person in Tsukihime? My money's on Makihisa. Go ahead, Ciel. You can go ahead. I'll go after you. Kohaku, did you want to go last as well, Hisui? Hehe. It's a bit embarrassing to say it first. Nod. I see. Then let's all say it at once. 3, 2, 1, 0. I think it's Shiki. Tono-kun, of course. It has to be Nissan. I'm sorry, Shiki-sama. I can't think of anyone else but Shiki-san. What? Does everyone hate Shiki? I don't hate him, but he is bad. It's like he's so cute that I hate him, or something like that. I honestly think Nissan is bad. I'm always suffering because of him. His blatant disregard of my feelings for him is evil. Right. And don't you get tired after having sex with Shiki-san since he's so persistent? Oof. I wonder how he can keep up like that. I agree. Tono-kun is endless. Really? I can't really tell since I only know Shiki. Seems to be agreeing. Well, he is much more than everything else I've heard, but... Please, why are we talking about this? We were talking about Nissan's faults, right? Isn't that something... isn't this something bad about Tono-kun? Yeah. I'm curious about this too. Why don't you stop being so stubborn, little sister? We're supposed to be carefree here. Well, okay. I'm a bit curious too. It can't hurt. What? Is it too terrible to talk about... it is too terrible to talk about such a thing when Shiki-sama is not present. Yeah. It's unfortunate that Shiki-san isn't here. You know that game where everyone gets a sword and pokes a pirate the barrel? It would be like the same thing. We could get him from all sides and give him a hard time. It really is a shame. It would have been great if Shiki-san was here. Kohaku, that's a very amazing thing you just said. Huh? What does it sound? Oh, it's closing time. We sure talked a lot today. Yes. I wasn't sure how this would turn out, but all of our enmity, rivalry faded quickly, and we were soon able to have enjoyable conversation. The three of us was a good balance. I enjoyed today as well. It's a balance that might tip either way any second now. Don't say that, Nessan. Well, I am going home now. I'll be leaving the cleaning up to you two. I'll be leaving too. It's about time for my patrol. I guess I'll leave as well. I stayed here too long. Okay, please take care, Arcade-san. See ya. Oh, but I guess I'll be seeing Kisui tonight. Arcade-sama. Please refrain from sneaking into Shiki-sama's room. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Well, see you two later. Yes, let us meet again after the new year. Happy ending.
That segment was a lot longer than I was expecting. I don't know if we have time for Getcha 2. I don't... Like, should we check it out, see if it seems like something we can finish? Or should we do it tomorrow, or...
Probably tomorrow, since there's also the Kinoko's Masterpiece Experimental Theater, right?
Yeah. Alright, I guess this is going to be a two-parter then. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back here with this tomorrow. I'm guessing we probably have at least another hour of this left. And I also want to say tomorrow night or early Sunday morning, if you're in Europe, we're going to be playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet together. We're going to do a co-op session. From the YouTube viewers, that'll be over on my second channel, Pokedude 900 Streaming. So, see you guys tomorrow.